Hello dear students, welcome to Royal Palace PU College online classes. Dear students, in this session we shall continue with the chapter known as probability. Already many of the things you had learnt about the probability in the first PUC. Now the continuation of that we shall learn in the second PUC, that is nothing but our probability. So this is of PU2. Now here, so before going to start with this PU2 probability chapter, so we require to know about all the basics that we had already learnt in your first PUC. Very simple definitions and basic examples we shall look here. Okay, now whenever we ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಏನದ probability ಅಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ that is nothing but our, that means possibilities. Probability means what? It is nothing but possibilities. Okay, so now let us define one by one all the basic definitions related to that particular thing. So here in this probability I will take major only 3 to 4 basic examples. One is related to coin. Always a coin, it is having two faces. Any coin, it is having two faces. One is head and one is the tail. Okay, two faces. One is head and one is tail. Then comes the die. Die means what? The throwing die we are having. Numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if you throw a die, any one number will come on the up. Okay, that is nothing but a die example. And one more very okay, that is a common example, that is cards, playing cards. In this playing cards, we are having 52 cards here. Okay, in a set of cards, we are having 52 cards. Okay, numbering from that is 2 to 10 and J, Q, K, A. Okay, these 4 are there. That means total of 13 will be there. 13 numbers will be there, and they will have 4 types, and there will have 4 types that we shall discuss afterwards. So before starting with that, these 3 basic examples we should understand. Okay, that is very simple, common, basic things. Now let us move on with the first definition, that is random experiment, that we shall discuss. Now what do you mean by this random experiment? For example, if I take a coin only, if I toss it, okay dear students, what happens? If I toss a coin, what we get? I may get either head or either we may get a tail here. That is unpredicted for me. That means if I am throwing a coin, I don't know what it will come. It may be head or it may be tail. Similarly, if you are throwing a die, you may get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, anything it may come. All among any one of the 6 it may come here. Okay, that means here the future is unpredictable. Okay, that is nothing but whatever the outcome is there, that is unpredictable. Outcome means what? In tossing a coin, whatever comes up, that is nothing but outcome here. The same thing here, random experiment, also known to be as trial here. It is a process that leads to a result. Okay, it is a process that leads to a result that cannot be predicted. That means we can't predict what is the outcome over there. A result means what it is? Outcome, dear students. That is nothing but our random experiment. Then comes our sample space. Okay, now here in this sample space, what we have? It is a set of all possible outcomes of the random experiment. What it is? It is the set of all possible outcomes of the experiment, denoted by S. Denoted by what it is? Capital letter S. Okay, number of the element S is denoted by N of S. Now what do you mean by sample space? Let me explain very clearly. For example, okay dear students, for example, if you toss a coin, what happens? If you toss a coin, what happens there? I may get either head or either tail here. Okay, if I take the event as tossing a coin means, yes means what it is? Sample space. Sample space means what? How many outcomes will be there? How many outcomes are there in tossing coin? One is I will get head, okay, or either I may get it as tail here. Only 2 possibilities are there. I am naming it as head or either I am naming it as tail here. Only 2 possibilities are there. That is, one is head and one is the tail here. That is nothing but sample space. Sample space means what? The all possible outcomes of a random experiment. Random experiment means what? Tossing a coin. How many outcomes we get, the total number of outcomes we get, that is nothing but our sample space. And here in this example, number of elements, N of S, that is nothing but here 2. Okay, that is nothing but here N of S equal to 2 here. What we have? Number of elements in the sample space, that is nothing but here 2 here. That is a very simple example here. That is nothing but our sample space. Next comes the event here. Now what do you mean by event here? Event, it is a very simple thing. Event means, okay, event, it is nothing but a subset of the sample space. What it is? It is a subset of the sample space. A subset E of a sample space S associated with the random experiment is called an event. For example, possibilities of getting head. if we toss a coin, what is the probability of getting head? Head is an event there, okay? That means it is a part or it is a subset of the sample space here, okay? It is a part of the subset, that is sample space. This sample space, it is nothing but a universal set that we have studied in the set theory. We will link to the set theory also here, okay? That is nothing but our event. Event, it is nothing but a subset of sample space. Next, event containing only single sample point is said to be a simple event. Simple event means what? An event which is consisting only an event, only one particular event, okay? That is said to be as simple event here. Then comes our mutually exclusive event. It is a very, very simple definition. You should understand what do you mean by mutually exclusive. Now see here, suppose if you are tossing a coin, whatever the definitions are there, first I will take down the examples. Depending on those examples, I will define you the definition, okay? I will relate it to definition. What that mutually exclusive means, if I am tossing a coin, what I may get? I may get either head or either I may get the tail. That means if I get the tail, I cannot get the head, or else if I got the head, I cannot get the tail. Only one possibilities are there, isn't it? If I take it as E1, head as E1 and tail as E2 means E1 intersection E2, what it is? The value will be null set here. Intersection value will be 0 here. That here said here. Set of events is said to be mutually exclusive if the occurrence of one, okay, if the occurrence of one of them rules out the occurrence of any other event. What it is? A set of events is said to be mutually exclusive if the occurrence of one of them, okay, if the occurrence of one of them rules out the occurrence of other event, rules out the occurrence of the other event. That means what? If we get the tail, we can't get head, or if we get the tail, I can't get the head here, or if we get head means I can't get the tail here. Similarly, in throwing a die, if I get number 1 at the upside means we can't get the remaining values. If I get any other 5 number, I can't get the remaining values. That is nothing but our mutually exclusive. We said head is mutually exclusive to other all tail, okay, and number 1 is mutually exclusive to remaining all numbers, okay, in a throwing a die. That's why he had said that E1 intersection E2 equal to what we have? Null set. If E1 is head, E2 is tail means their intersection will be null set. Why? Because both can't come at once here. That is one thing. Of an random experiment, of only one random experiment here. That is very important. A random experiment ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಹರಿಸಿದಾಗ, ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಹರಿಸಿದಾಗ either head ಬೀಳಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲ tail ಬೇಕು, ಎರಡು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಬೀಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. That is nothing but our definition of mutually exclusive. Then comes, dear students, exhaustive event. Exhaustive events, it is nothing but the event. There are many events, E1, E2, E3, so on till En are said to be exhaustive event. If the union of all this thing, that is nothing but our sample space. Sample space, that in turn it is nothing but here, okay, set of all possible outcomes of an random experiment. ಎಷ್ಟು possible outcomes ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. That is nothing but our exhaustive events. Various is a sample space here. One thing. Then comes the 7th point. The event E1, E2, the event E1, E2, E3, En are said to be mutually exclusive. Okay, mutually exclusive and exhaustive. We say it, an event is both mutually exclusive and exhaustive. Yavagidu, when it is both mutually and exclusive, only when even union of all these things equal to sample space and intersection of any two, dear students, intersection of any two, it will lead to an null set here. Intersection of EI, intersection EJ is equal to null set. That is nothing but our exhaustive event here, exhaustive event. Then at last comes our independent events. Very, very simple depends, that is independent events. Here independent depends two events. If suppose I am taking 2 coins at once, if I am taking 2 coins at once, what happens? Here I may get head, and in this coin I may get tail, or either I may get tail or head. Both will be same either. That means the happening of this event, the possible outcomes of this particular event is not at all related to this particular event here. Therefore, these two events are said to be independent events. Dear students, that is nothing but independent events. Similarly, you can take 2 dice. 2 dice if you are having, if you are throwing at once, what happens? In this particular die, the outcome may be any one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose outcome is 2. Here in this die, the outcome will be 5. That means both are all not related to each other. Even though the value may be same here, okay, even though both the die, I may get, I may get the value 3, 4, 5, but these are not, the outcomes are, okay, the occurrence of one does not depend on the occurrence and non-occurrence of the other. That means what? The outcomes whatever we get here, that is not at all related to happening and non-happening of other event, does not depend on this particular event. Therefore, these two events are said to be what it is? Independent events here. Now dear students, these all things, that is all the definitions. Now we shall make use of what it is? Basic examples. Okay, that is one simple basic example we shall see, and we shall solve, okay, what do you mean by definition of all these things. Okay dear students, so before going to that, and also we will learn about the, that is algebra of the, okay, subset, that is algebra of the event, and as well as axiomatic definition of the probability, that you had already learnt in your, that is nothing but first PUC, and also we learn about the important results here. Okay dear students, so before going to that, please pause the video to note it down. Okay dear students, now let us continue with the definitions related to our probability. The first thing is, already we had, just now we had learnt about the random experiment, sample space, okay, random experiment, sample space, then afterwards event, okay, then afterwards sample space we had learnt, and many more definition of the basic things we had learnt now. Now we shall continue with that, that is algebra of events. What do you mean by algebra? Suppose A and B are two events, there we have taken event as E. Event can also be named as A, B, C, so on. A and B are two events, okay. The set A union B represents A or B. Just one simple thing, A union B means A or B, okay, connect to the set theory now. Then A intersection B means A and B, okay. Similarly, A naught means what? Complement of A means U minus A. There in the set theory it was U minus A, here it is S minus A. Yes, it is nothing but what? Sample space, okay, that is what it is, complement of an A here, and it is also denoted by A dash or A to the power of CA. Very simple thing. Then the set A minus B represents the event that A occurs but not B, represents the set A occurs but not B. That means A minus B is nothing but A but not B anta arthili. A but not B anta arthili. Similarly, B minus A means B but not A. That means B but not A. Okay, it is very, very simple. Just to tell in terms of diagrammatic means, okay, in the terms of the set theory, it is our A and it is our set B here. This portion, okay, this whole portion is our A union B, okay. Then here, this only this portion, whole set is A union B, this only this portion is A intersection B. It is nothing but our A minus B, it is B minus A, it is nothing but A intersection B, and here this whole complete thing is A union B here. And this whole set is said to be as sample space S here. That in the set theory it was known to be as universal set. Here it is known to be as sample space here. Okay, in this sample space only lot of events are there here, one thing. Then we shall come back to our probability. Okay, now we shall start our very, very basic definition. So this basic definition, first one is axiomatic definition of probability. What do you mean by axiomatic approach? That is very simple. Let E be a sample space, okay, of a random experiment. The probability be defined as, for any event E, all the P of E should be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, the probability of any event should not be negative here. This is one thing. Then probability of sample space equal to 1. Probability of sample space should be equal to 1 here. And next, if E and F are mutually exclusive event, then P of E union F equal to P of E plus P of F here. Okay, that is one thing. Then one more definition we are having, that is a definition of probability. Probability of any event E is given by number of outcomes favorable to E divided by number of possible outcomes divided by total number of possible events, and that value is equal to M by N, or N of E divided by N of S. N of E means what? Number of outcomes favorable to E divided by number of possible outcomes. If E is an event and S is a sample space. The next point, if E is an event and S is a sample space, then probability of E is always greater than or equal to 0. This already we have learnt. Then probability of null set is equal to 0. Probability of sample space is equal to 1. Probability of any event, always it lies from 0 to 1 here. Probability of any event, always it lies from 0 to 1. That means always the range of this probability is from 0 to 1, closed interval 0 to 1. Okay. Then here at last, the last point, that is 6th one, A, B, C, D, E, is probability of E dash. Probability of complement of E is equal to 1 minus probability of E. Okay, dear students, now we shall learn all these things, okay, as well as the definition, probability definition, axiomatic definitions, made definition of probability, all these, okay, definitions, okay, with a simple example here, Let us observe the example here. Very, very simple example we shall take now, and we shall discuss everything. The first one is, dear students, the first one that we are going to start with is, first one, let us take a simple example. Okay, let us take a simple example. So now, if suppose you are having a coin, okay, suppose you are having a coin, if you tossed, what we get here, either I will get head or either I will get is tail. Yes. So that means tossing a coin, event, that means tossing a coin. It is nothing but random experiment. Okay, random experiment. Random experiment means tossing a coin. That is an example related to all these things here, random experiment. Next one is, okay, after this random experiment, next thing is sample space. Now what do you mean by sample space is denoted by S here, and here number of elements of sample space is N of S here. Now here in this sample space, what is the random experiment? Tossing a coin. If you toss a coin, that means one coin if I tossed, how many outcomes are there? One is either I will get head or either I will get is tail here, head or tail. That is nothing but our sample space. Now here N of S means what we have? N of S equal to what we have? That is nothing but here 2 here. N of S equal to what we get? 2 here. That is our random experiment as well as sample space here. Event. Let us take an event. So event means what? What is the probability of getting head? Okay. What is probability? Probability of getting head. That means getting an head, it is nothing but event. Head, it is a part of what it is? Sample space. Head, it is an, okay, that is a subset of an sample space, or it is it belongs to the subset, that is sample space. Now probability definition we shall look. What is the probability of getting head? Probability definition, what it is? Number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes. Here I have taken the event E. Let us take it as event E here. Okay, E is equal to event. What is the probability, okay, of getting head here? What is the probability of getting head here? That means probability of getting head I will write. That is nothing but our event, or else I can write as E only end, because I defined it as E only here, dear students. Very, very simple thing. Then what do you mean by N of E? N of E means what? Favorable case that I require. ನನಗೇನು ಬೇಕಾಗೈತಿ? ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಹಾರ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೆಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Only one head is there. Divided by what we have? Number of possible outcomes. That is nothing but number of elements in the sample space. That is N of S. Okay, that is nothing but here 2. Or else I can define it as N of E means N of S. That is nothing but 1 by 2 here. Okay, very, very simple. Now let us take one more event, that is, let us take E2. Getting number 5 when tossed, when thrown a die. Okay, getting number 5 when thrown a die here. When thrown a die means what we get here? Let us observe here. Dear students, that is nothing but here. Okay, what we have here? Very, very simple. So probability of getting E2. Okay, probability of getting E2 means what it is? Getting the number 5, okay, when thrown a die. So when we are throwing a die, how many faces are there in die? In the die there are, okay, the sample space, it contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, sample space containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and N of S, that is nothing but here 6 here. So in a sample space, that is nothing but total number of possible outcomes in a sample, that is in throwing a die, it is nothing but 6 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then what is the probability of, okay, what is the probability of getting a number 5 when thrown a die here? Probability we want. What the probability of number of favorable events to here, okay dear students, that is favorable events to E2. E2 means what it is? Getting a number 5 here. So how many number 5 we are having? Only 1. Divided by how many total number of sample space we have? That is nothing but 6. So therefore, probability of getting number 5 when thrown a die is 1 by 6. Probability of getting getting head when thrown a coin, when tossed a coin, it is nothing but 1 by 2. That is nothing but our, okay, that is a definition of probability. Now we shall look onto the axiomatic definition. Axiomatic definition means, what do you mean by that one? So now here we can observe that always the probability of this sample space is always equal to 1. That I shall explain, okay. And also we can observe that any event it is, E1, E2, any 3 event, always the value will be greater than equal to 0 or less than or equal to 1 here. Let us examine here. Now see here, already event E1 we had seen here. Now let us take it as E1 dash. E1 dash means what? Complement of E1. Complement of E1 means what? Probability of getting what it is, next part, that is a probability of getting head. Not head means tail, not head, that means it is tail. When tossed a coin, when tossed a coin, that means what we get here? Probability of E1 dash or E1 to complement. What it is? That is n of E1 dash. N of E1 divided by n of S. So n of E1 dash means what? Probability of getting head. Okay. So how many tails we have? That is nothing but 1 tail in one particular coin. Divided by n of S. In tossing a coin, there are 2 outcomes. That is 2. Therefore, it is 2 here. Now, if we add these 2, that is the P of E plus P of E1 dash, okay, P of E1 plus E1 dash, probability of getting head plus probability of not getting head, that is nothing but 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, the value will be 1, and that itself is nothing but P of S here. That means probability of E1 plus probability of any event, happening of any event, plus probability of not happening of that event is equal to the probability of the sample space, or that value is also equal to 1. From this thing, we have derived that P of E1 dash is equal to 1 minus P of E. Okay, and that's why we are having here P of S equal to 1 also. P of S equal to 1 also. Okay, dear students, by making use of this simple thing, okay, we had shown that, okay, what do you mean by these whole things. Okay, that is the definition of probability, and along with that, all the note, remark as well as here formulas related to our probability here. One more last definition that we shall see, that is nothing but our addition, okay, that is addition theorem of probability. So before going to that, please pause the video to note it down. Okay, dear students, now let us start with the next one. The next definition is addition theorem, and it is an important. Addition theorem means, the first of all, let A and B be any 2 events of a sample space, yes, okay, of a random experiment. Then A union B, probability of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. If here A and B are events, just here, if A and B are mutually exclusive means what we had learnt, that is A intersection B equal to null set. If it is so, then this value will be 0. That means only we get is A union B equal to P of A plus P of B. P means what it is? Probability here. And if A and B are any 2 events of a random experiment, if A and B are any 2 events of the random experiment, then P of A minus B equal to P of A minus of A intersection B. That is nothing but here in the set theory already we had learnt here, that is the set A and the set B here. Okay, this is nothing but A minus B here. In this A, that is in this probability of A, I am subtracting this here value, that is nothing but I am subtracting this intersection value, that is nothing but A minus B. Similarly for B minus A means what we have to do? Probability of B minus A equal to probability of B minus probability of A intersection B here, probability of A intersection B. When what it is? it is nothing but P of B minus A, that is P of B minus P of A intersection B. Then fourth one, if A, B, C are any three events of a random experiment, then what we have, A union B union C equal to P of A plus P of B plus C of C minus P of A intersection B minus P of B intersection okay, C minus P of C intersection A plus of A intersection B intersection C will have. Okay, dear students, and these are all very important also. Okay, these are all very important thing as far as your examination point of view, and these all basic things whatever we are discussed today, that is the definitions and our formulas, that we will going to use in this second PUC probability chapter. Okay, dear students, from the next class onwards we shall start with the conditional probability and your exercise number 15.1 here. Okay, dear students, so before going to that, please pause the video to note it down. Thank you.